Yes, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Costa. I talk about relationship on my channel, right? Today's topic, I'm going to be talking about long period of relationship, okay? You know, there is this saying, there is these things a lot of people say when they talk about a relationship that they needed to know the person they want to be in a relationship with, they want to get married to, they want to study the person, okay? You can't know somebody, okay, by being dating the person for a long period of time. Because why? A lot of people do pretend, try to give you the attitude that you desire, try to give you the kind of character in order to suit your taste. In my previous videos, I talked about a lady that uses strategies of being good. She wanted to get a man. Eventually she got the man because she was just too good to the man as well as to the family. Understand? The family will just say that this is the woman you have to marry. But she used those strategies to get the man attention in order for the man to marry her. At the end of the day, the man eventually married her, and by the time the man finally married her, she did not allow the family of the man to step into her matrimonial home. So that is the strategy she used. So when you have this mentality, this insight that you need to know somebody before you can get married to, you can never know anybody character, because a lot of people do pretend. They are just be pretenders, hide their attitude, okay? Because if you stay in a relationship for a couple of years, perhaps 6 years, 5 years, okay, you are actually deceiving yourself and distracting yourself for some certain thing. And moreover, there are things you don't supposed to do, especially when you are intending to marry somebody, okay? In this video, I'm going to be referring to the word of God. The Bible say they talk about fornication and adultery in Bible. So when you are staying with somebody for a couple of years, intending to marry the person, eventually you will be having sexual intercourse with the person, okay? And at the end of the day, the person will still leave you to go and be with XYZ. I see a couple of instances where a man and a woman dated for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 years, 6 years. They even stayed together in the same bedroom, in the same roof, in the same room. At the end of the day, the lady left the man to go and be with another person. And as well, the man can also leave the woman to go and be with somebody else. So what advantages us, what important themes is stays in a long relationship? What is it doing to you? Is it improving or is it impacting your life positively in that aspect, or it is affecting your life negatively? Because you invested somehow to some reason on that relationship, you invest your time, sacrifices, money and all of that, and at the end of the day, your significant others left you in that relationship. A lot of us have passed through such challenges for some years back, so we need to learn for our lesson. What I'm sitting here telling you is that it's not something you should be trying to learn, or trying to let it be in your mind that I must study this person before I can get married to him or her. There is no guarantee that stay with somebody for so long in a relationship is a guarantee that your relationship with your XYZ, your relationship with your significant others, your relationship with your partner, your relationship with your opponent is going to lead to successful. Are you getting it? Because I see series of instances where some people, some ladies and men, just having a courtship for just 2 months, 3 months, 6 months or thereabout, and they get married. Now there is no punishment of you being single. The fact that you are single, there is no cause in there. Perhaps you have passed through a lot of heartbreak. Somebody broke your heart for the past years, and now you have not gotten somebody. Doesn't mean that you should stay in a relationship for so long. If you are in a relationship with a man, especially if you're a lady listening to me right now, and the man is not ready to do the necessary thing, it's better you cut off such relationship, or you call his attention, you call his attention, let him define his intention towards you. Now, if he's not giving you positive result by acting, by just giving you the action, not just speaking it, by doing the necessary thing, you have to leave such a relationship because it's definitely wasting your time. At the end of the day, he will see your shortcoming and he will tell you that he's not ready with you anymore and he will go and be with somebody else. And he's not going to date that person for so long. Are you getting it? Have you seen a scenario of such where a man and a woman been together for so long, at the end of the day, the man left the woman or the woman left the man? And perhaps they have been having sexual intercourse all this while. The Bible talks about fornication. You'll be having sex with this man, with this woman for so long, and at the end of the day, the person left you. So what kind of attitude are you learning there? You want to learn his character, and he hurts you and humiliates you. He humiliates you. You know what heartbreak is all about. It's all about heart. When somebody broke your heart, is so traumatic and toxic moments and terrible moments in your life. You keep thinking and crying all this because you stay long in a relationship. That is why all those kind of heartbreak occur to you. So sometimes, to some reason, staying long period of time in a relationship, it has your disadvantages. Now, if you are not ready to get married, there is no point of you dating somebody. Even when you are in school, if the person is not ready, there is no point of you keeping the man or keeping the woman. Because it's not going to add value, positive value to your life. When the person left you, that is when you will know the miserable part of what I'm saying. So if the person is not ready, especially if you are ready to settle down, especially if you are ready to get married, if the person is not ready to put you in a marriage stage, okay, let him go out of such relationship, or you call this or her intention, let him or her define his intention towards you. Does that make sense to you? Because let's look at it in the days where 80s, 90s, 70s, by then most of us we're not born yet. But we heard it that a man and woman get married. Perhaps the parents were the one doing the wrongs. They were the ones, doing the wrongs for the children. At the end of the day, they will just bring one woman. This is your wife. This is your husband. The things have already been settled on their behalf. But I'm not saying that is good enough. But that is how most of our parents got married in the olden days. But they were living fantastic life and they loved themselves. Now, when you say that you want to lose somebody, you can't lose somebody by being in a relationship for a couple of years. Are you getting it? Because a lot of people do hide their character, attitude, especially if he or she wants to get you. She or he will hide their own character, and they're not going to tell you who they are. But when they eventually get into your home, they will not show their attitude. And I want you to realize that when somebody keep growing, keep exposing to different kind of people, different kind of society, different kind of traveling and all of that, your taste, as in your expectation is different. You will be aiming high. So your character, your attitude, different. It will be be changing as you are aging as well. Maybe when you are 30, 20, when you are 40, your kind of attitude, kind of lifestyle is different because the kind of people you have mingled with has more intellectual knowledge than you. You want to mingle with them. Then you change your character. That same attitude will now apply in everything about you. Are you getting it? You will change, definitely change in your attitude, especially when you get married and you will not be behaving at the same time when you were single. Are you getting it? When you are single, maybe you don't have much responsibility, and now you are married, you have children, you have husband, you have wife, a lot of responsibility, and at the same time, your thinking process is different, and your attitude that will also affect your behavior. Your attitude, does that make sense to you? Yes, when I come back, we have the rest of the talk. Don't go, I'll be right back. My name is Asta. Yes, guys, you're welcome back. I'm still talking about long period of relationship. What impact has it done to your life? That is not necessarily for you to be in a relationship for a long period of time when you are ready to get married to your significant others, okay? If he is not defining his intention with you in time, let him know that you are leaving. because at the end of the day, when he left you or she left you to go and be with somebody else, it's going to break your heart. Are you getting it? So staying for so long in a relationship is not a guarantee that you're going to lose somebody's character. Another thing that affects that make a lot of people stay in a relationship for so long is because maybe some financial values. Maybe you have a financial limitation, perhaps you are in school or still studying or this kind of thing. But when you know that you are not ready, you don't have financial values, you don't have financial capacity, there is no need of you keeping somebody that is ready to get married, especially ladies. Are you getting it? Yes. Or you can do it in a smaller way rather than keeping the person, and at the end of the day you leave the person to go and be with XYZ, because there is no guarantee that you're going to lose somebody's attitude. It's not a guarantee, because a lot of people do pretend and hide their character. They want to give you the kind of the character, the kind of lifestyle you would like to see, so they eventually hide their character. So staying in a long period of time in a relationship is not a guarantee that your relationship is going to be successful. That's what I'm saying. And you cannot look back at somebody's character, because people changes. It's only God Almighty that does not change. As far as we are human beings, we are born with Adamant nature. We human being changes. Your wife or when you were dating her or him, the way he's behaving or she's behaving, when you get married or started having children, the attitude, the morale, everything about his personality will change. It's automatically he or she will be behaving differently. So every human being changes. The only thing you have to realize is that for you to be able to tolerate each other, so you know each other shortcoming, you know what he like, you know what he dislike. Okay, then you can have the mentality to tolerate each other. That is the only way. Nobody is perfect. If you are leaving your significant other to go and be with XYZ because of his character, you don't even know whether the person you're going to meet have the one that is more dubious character than this one you just left. So every individual has his own bad side of life. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? We all have our differences, so just learn to tolerate each other. So staying long in a relationship for a long period of time is not a guarantee that you're going to lose somebody's attitude, and it's not a guarantee that your relationship is going to be successful. Does that make sense to you? And stop having sexual intercourse with them for so long, because it's hot. It doesn't help you to discover your diamond and what God have deposited, or the potential God have in you in your future life. Does that make sense to you? Yes. I've come to the end of today's segment. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Asta, and let me know your thoughts on this episode, whether you agree with me or not. Bye. I love you guys. Catch you in my next video. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. God bless you.